Hello and welcome back to Lord Fenton Gaming Plays Divinity Original Sin 2 Definitive Edition. I'm your host Lord Fenton. Today's Divinity Original Sin 2 Definitive Edition video. We're going to get the Spirit Vision ability. Oh yes, we're going to get that because we're going to use that in today's video to also complete Drowning Her Sorrows, number 1, and number 2, the Missing Magisters. As always, like, comment, and subscribe to my channel for more Divinity Original Sin 2 content like this. And do not forget to hit that notification bell to be updated on my videos and more. In our last video, we went inside the Under Tavern right here and gotten a Web of Desires and Shadows over Driftwood. Which, by the way, Shadows over Driftwood, we're going to do another time because I want to gain at least 1 or 2 levels for doing that since it's a long and painful process, I heard. So, first thing we're going to do is get out of town right here, Driftwood, and rescue the seer right here. Why do we need the seer right here? Well, she's going to teach us the Spirit Vision ability. But we gotta save her first from the Magisters. Oh yes we do. Now I'm going to try not to get violent with them in this video, but if I cannot help it, then I cannot help it at all. So we'll go over here right now, go look at them, just keep on moving forward. And look like these two want to get out of the Magister army. Well, at least one of them though, but yeah, I think you can't do that. But anyways, we can go over here. Loot anything you see on the way here, just keep on going. I think it's, look like it's Northwood. Yep, just keep on going. If you see that autosave, that means you're close. So there you go. We're going to have to speak with this one Magister right here and persuade her to let go of this lizard woman.
A Magister guard approaches. Behind her, on the gallows, 2 lizards. One in a Magister uniform hangs dead from her neck. The other hangs from her hands, still alive.
Step away from the prisoner! She's hanging by her hands because the boss don't want her dead just yet. She's a tough one, Meistr Siva. She's a seeker and she's a bloody traitor. She was part of the Order. Knew Alexander personally. Alexander trusted her, at least as far as you can trust a lizard. To repay that trust, the Meistr gave Alexander up to his enemies. She wasn't there when Alexander fell, but White Magister Raymond uncovered the truth. She's as guilty as any of them, and I reckon she got off lightly. I'd have had her flayed alive with a salted bullwhip. You're going to... what, now? She betrayed Alexander. I'd sooner die than free her. I'll regret this, I know I will. All right. I'll stand aside.
The lizard hangs from the gibbet, her face blooded and her scales discolored. Her eyes are closed, but her tongue flickers as you approach.
Welcome to Driftwood, Godwoken.
One bloody eye cracks open, glittering gold appearing from beneath the swollen lid.
Chased you all the way here from Fort Joy, did they? Very well then, cut me down. There is work to be done. Or indeed you could stand there gawping as if you were a cow ordered to dance a reel. It is a masterful performance. I would applaud it, but well.
The Meistr bares her teeth, stained a deep pink by her blood, and growls.
Malady is unfortunately mistaken. I cannot train you, but I can certainly help you on your path, as long as I am free of this rope. Be quick about it. Who knows when that Magister might return? God's teeth, it feels good to move again. Now, best scurry off before that Magister wanders back. Meet me at my home in Driftwood, and we can see what you're made of.
Now, here's the thing right here. I had to persuade the Magister to let go of the seer right here. Otherwise, it would have been combat. 2 against 4. I would love to actually test out my new setup for my swordsman right here. Well, actually, I bought a weapon more keen to his level right here, and he does a lot more damage. And I'm trying to chop up this Magister's body parts right here. No, you can't do that at all. Dang it. It's not like Ultima Online where you kill certain foes, chop up their body parts, and then, yeah, you grab them. In Ultima Online, here's a quick history lesson right here from the Fame and Karma system. When you kill a player right here, well, guess what? You do gain Fame and Karma. However, you do need to turn in the head as proof. you lose a little bit of karma because that's like a notorious act of body desecration here. So yeah, I was trying to do is desecrate that body here, but you can't do it in this game. I wish you could, but oh well. So now while I was talking, I was showing you all how to actually get to the Seer's house. I'm going to leave a map here, put timestamps in the video, guide people out. This is where it's at right here briefly. So when I do actually get closer, I'll leave it on there for a little bit longer. That's where I'll put the timestamps for this video today for that. Why? Well, let's be honest. Spirit vision is very important to get. I mean, come on. It is seriously important. And wow, Ifan got lucky. Thank you, Ifan. So we're going to now identify the item. And Loesch is our lore master. And let's see here. That is all right. Let's look at Sibyl. Okay, let's check it out. Okay, that is like, that's all right, but I'll sell it though because Sibyl has better daggers. Oh yes, from that spider lady. Well, I did murder her in the last video. I was going for those daggers, and let me tell you, those daggers are great. So there's the Seer's house right here. Doesn't look much right here, so we're gonna bust out the map. This is where you want to be in Driftwood. That's the northeast part of town right here because we're going to speak with the seer and then get going on this. So we're going to talk with the seer and then figure out what's next.
The Meistr sits slumped in a chair, looking around the room as she works her shoulder with one hand. It looks like it was dislocated by the gallows.
Damnable red cloak baboons ransacking my wardrobes, as if I would keep ancient valuable secrets in a pile with my unmentionables.
She takes a deep breath, and with a twist, a click, and a screech of pain, she shoves her shoulder back into its socket.
I swear by the seven if we did not have more important matters to attend to.
Reaching across the table, she pulls a bowl of hot water towards her and fishes some bandages, a needle, and thread out of a box. She slowly starts to tend to her wounds.
At least the barbarians were unable to club their way into my vault, so everything you need should be safe. In your case, more than I suspect, man, god or even reptile can provide. However, we must soldier on. It is not enough to be god-woken in order to ascend to divinity. There is a process.
As she speaks, the Meistr uncorks a vial of shimmering liquid, sauce. She lets a couple of drops fall on her hand, but instead of infusing with her body, they quickly evaporate on her scales. She stares at the empty spot on her palm for a long moment before turning back to you, continuing as if nothing had happened.
A process by which God-woken may ascend. It begins with discovering your deepest self, delving into your own soul.
The Meistr slams her hand on the table, sending the bowl and medical supplies bouncing.
Do you think me some moonstruck fool? Some tittering peasant impressed by the mighty God-woken? I don't give an orc's wit for what else you need to do. Come, we've wasted enough time hanging about, so to speak. Fortunately, the Magisters pay as much attention to art as they do to fashion. Kindly remove... It really is quite simple. In the corner there's a painting. Remove it and push the button behind it. Then we may move on to the vault. The combination to the vault is 15R 34L, 23R 35R, 9R 16L, 33L 45R, 51L 1L. Try to get it right. I pray my instructions will not be too technical for you. Your talent for following simple instructions. Push the button. Now, kindly go to the vault.
A stone door lies flush with the floorboards. Etched whorls in the granite frame a delicate rotary dial. Gleaming under the dim light, the metallic dial almost seems to wink at you. Taking your time, you carefully enter the combination. The metallic sounds of the tumblers falling within the mechanism let you know you entered the code correctly.
Excellent. Follow me. Your time is at hand, God-woken.
Well, thanks to me switching characters, she gave us combinations in order to get down here, which is actually really good. Also, I'm using my main character from here on out for important situations like this. And yeah, I don't want to tick her off by doing the other option, breaking down the floor door, because if it would have happened, she would have been upset. Still, it's her home. I want to treat it right. because that's pretty cool of me to do actually. Oh, this is cool though. There's some good items, and good news is look like nothing is barred down, and of course it's not red. If it's not red, go ahead and steal. I mean, come on. It's so fun stealing in this game. It's so fun also looting everything up. I mean, this game is great for that. I'm sorry, but I'm just saying. Games like this are really worth playing. I mean, let's be honest here. If you see everything that is not bolted down and your moral compass doesn't get destroyed, guess what? Loot it. Yeah, I'm going to loot some things that are important and also full of money so I can sell it later on. All right, source water cooler. I got to remember to come back here too. That's another reason too. Now, you also want to do is if you see the source water cooler and you've been using source like crazy, go ahead and use it. That's a tip from me, but I think the gift bag gave you ability to use those bed rolls to heal source points. If that is true, I need to actually test it out one time by having one of the characters use their source ability and then just, of course, see if I use a bedroll after combat. If not, I could always go here, though. Still, Larian did a great job. I mean, they did a wonderful job this game I'm playing so far. They're great. I mean, let's be honest here for a second. If you ever played Divinity Original Sin, yeah, you definitely want to do is definitely play that game because the quests are well detailed. I mean, let's be honest here. My favorite quest still in the series right now involves a troll. Yeah, he's going a certain way, and you couldn't get past him until you do something for him. I'm not spoiling the good end result because if you do a certain end result, you got a trophy/achievement for it, and that was the best result right there. I am kind of hoping his son took over the business of blocking progress because I love this father and son interaction in that game. That was great. I am almost done looting, so you want to do is loot this laboratory up of everything you can, and there's a busket right here. Oh yeah, and loot this up too because you may never know. So we're going to interact with the seer and then see what's going on next.
The Meistr is examining her wounds, prodding at this, wincing at that. Her face seems grim as she turns to you.
Do you know what it means to have the power of the divine, Godwoken? Just so. To accept divinity is to accept responsibility for the lives of every person and beast that walks Rivellon. If granted divinity, you would have the power of all 7 gods at your disposal. You could heal any wound, pull islands from the sea, right any injustice. But make no mistake, the divine has only one duty: to protect this world from the void. The divine cannot use his power for anything else. Very well, then. Let's see if we can't snatch divinity from the jaws of the void. The ritual itself is quite simple. Drop some Blackroot in the bowl, mix in a little blood, set the concoction aflame, and then inhale the smoke. Ignore any feelings of dizziness, burning in your lungs, or a dire sense of existential dread. They're all perfectly normal, although you will need to sacrifice a little sauce along the way. Everything you need is here. Ingredients in the cupboard, sauce in the glowing fountain, ritual in the tome by the bookcase, even an incinerator to provide a flame.
The Meistr looks back at her wounds, curiously prodding them as fresh blood oozes out, staining her claws.
Quite. Mind you, being torn asunder by a Voidwoken would be even more inconvenient. So if you wouldn't mind...
The Meistr points sharply to the ingredients cupboard.
And do not lose anything! These ingredients are rare indeed. I'm not hiking back out to the Cloisterwood to fetch you more Blackroot.
Opening the door, you see a selection of ingredients, thrown together in no particular order. After a quick rummage, you spot the Blackroot nestled between the grated dragon's tongue and Drudene oil. You gather up the Blackroot, Obsidian Lance, and Ancient Bowl and kick the door of the cupboard closed.
Are you simple? Perform the ritual. Ingredients in the cupboard, ritual in the book, source in the fountain. Go!
So now we have to do is actually set up a way in order to get into the Hall of Echoes. Number 1 is find the ingredients. Number 2 is to read a book. Of course, the book's going to tell us to actually how to mix it up. And we'll actually show you how to mix it up without really looking at the book. And then finally, how to put this all together and just summon everything. Yeah, in other words, we'll be inside the Hall of Echoes in no time at all. I was a little bit stuck for a few minutes, but still, here's the thing that I should tell everybody right now. First of all, there's the ingredient shelf right here. It's right behind the seer actually. But while I was doing that time recording was make last minute loot up. Yeah, I want to make sure I loot everything up before I go in here because you may never know. You may never come back here again or so. But for now, I was trying to do is look for the ingredients. Yeah, as I said before, I'll put timestamps in the video so I'll help people out. Oh, I missed that one. Missed that book. And because I missed it, yeah, glad I learned something new because I had just found it. And I almost missed that too. Some extra potion bottles are really nice. Like I said before, loot everything down, up. And this is the ingredient drawer right here. I'm just checking everything else out. Of course, I'm going to read this up. Okay, this is absolutely nothing. And let me try open that up right now. And if you're stuck, she's going to tell you where it's at and she'll be upset. Here's the thing. I think she was making fun of modern day gamers or something like that. Still, I'm just going to look everything up, make sure everything is there before I actually start this bloody ritual. And I will say this, though, you definitely want to do this on your main character because your main character will get most benefit from the story, actually. Probably it'll be your main character anyways, but you know what? Yeah, do everything with the main character because you made that main character for a reason. I'm serious. You made him for a reason. So we'll go over here. I think I was gathering my thoughts. And yeah, the first thing you want to do is actually go behind the NPC right here and loot it up. Once again, I'll put timestamps. Oh yeah, I already looted that up. I must did by accident. So your first step was use the knife and it's bloody because you cut yourself. Next step is to combine the knife, I believe, with the you combine the bowl with the knife that's bloody and the Blackroot. Yeah, you combine those three together and you actually will make another set of ingredients, which you do need. You will definitely need. So I'm trying to do it right now and trying to do it carefully. Yeah, it's at the time of recording, I wasn't sure where it's at. Usually they place knives where knives are at. I wasn't sure, but it should be right here. I think it's over here. There you go. Combine the three, and you should get some kind of powdery thing. So I'm going to do it right now. And I was just making sure at the last minute I was going to not make a mistake, but also I was afraid of missing out on the Blackroot because the Blackroot, she says, somewhere hard to get. So yeah, I don't want to do that now. So once you have the mixture that's all combined it, well, you do is drop the mixture right here where the grate is at. You're going to see a few moments. Use telekinesis, hit that, and then you hit the valve right here. Once you hit the valve, you're in the Hall of Echoes.
As you suck the smoke deep into your lungs, your vision starts to swim and cloud. There is an intense pounding in your head, and you can feel the world fading. As the world fades away, you lose all sense of being grounded. You reach out, but you could feel yourself falling slowly, sinking into the depths of your own soul.
The deepest recess of my soul. But it looks like the Hall of Echoes.
Now that I am inside the Hall of Echoes right here, we're going to keep on moving forward because inside the Hall of Echoes, you have to do a task in order to get the spirit vision, which is simply talking to this handsome fellow right here. So let's do that now.
Bathed in the half-light of these starless barrens, you spot a figure you could only describe as a second self. It looks haggard and weak, its very voice but a feeble echo of your own.
My chosen, come closer, so that you may see me as I truly am. Look me in the eyes.
The apparition clasps your face in its shaking hands. You suddenly feel your eyes tingle. Everything becomes brighter, sharper. Blacks and whites become glorious bursts of color, then fade back into their accustomed spectrum.
Blind eyes, shine brightly. Speak the spell, and see.
There you have it right here. So we got ourselves spirit vision. This is very important to know about spirit vision right here. What it does is actually make spirits appear. And you get information from them. Some of the quests here are linked to spirit vision. That's why I'm doing this first right here. It makes things easier before I actually do the harder stuff. So let's get this area finished up.
God is the strange mirror image of yourself. Before you stands the god Ralik in all his spectral glory.
You know me now, don't you? I saved you from drowning. I blessed you, made you powerful. And now I've come to seek some power in return. Your god-woken soul is my last refuge, my last bastion. May as well make the best of what you have to offer.
Ralik nourishes himself from a source that abounds in your presence. You feel it deep down inside yourself.
Ah, yes. Just what I needed. I tell you, dying just doesn't become a god. The void itself is hunting down the gods, leeching us in ways we never thought possible. Droplet by droplet, we are being drained. We're battling for our very survival. It's a battle we're losing. And should we truly lose, all will be cast into oblivion. To save us both, as a matter of fact. You must realize that our fates are now as one, just as our souls are now as one. We are I. Together we are a force to be reckoned with. But if we seek to survive the onslaught of the void, we stand no chance unless we become vastly more powerful than we are now. That means there is but one place we can go. The Well of Ascension. It is a lake, a pool of pure source in which the powers of the Seven lie united. We gave them up freely to create the first divine. Each of us donated half of that which makes us gods. To bathe in the lake is to become our chosen. That is where the road to divinity leads, and you must be the first to reach it at all costs. It was a time of selflessness and sacrifice in the face of our old enemy. It was an act of heroism and a dreadful mistake. A mistake we must rectify. The void is stronger than ever. A new divine won't be enough. You need to go to the Well of Ascension, not to bathe in the source of the Seven, but to take it. All of it. Only he who claims everything will be everything. The Void's doom. This world's liberator. I hope you understand them to their full extent. The other gods must either bow to you, or be undone. But of course, that is what they are saying to their own god woken as we speak. We both know they won't bow, just like we both know you will never bow to them. Only one can become a god strong enough to safeguard our world. One, at the expense of all others. So make no mistake, my champion. Chances are the road to divinity will be paved with dead gods, their blood on your murderous hands. But don't let that dismay you. For these sins will be washed clean by the knowledge you committed them to save all of existence. To save your kin, and your loved ones, and the world they live in. Of course, the ends do justify the means. Life, or the eternal void. If you choose life, you choose the Well of Ascension. I will lead you there when you're ready. When you've become a true master of the source and speak the language of creation itself. Our journey will be fraught with peril. It is a pilgrimage of challenges that will require you to command source like only a god-woken can, and wield its most powerful spell.
Hoarse laughter rolls and echoes into infinity.
You are already formidable, my chosen. But you underestimate just how much more formidable you could be. We are I now. The spells you need to know I will teach you when you are ready. But first, you must learn to channel the Source in greater volumes. That is why you need to seek Masters of the Source. You must make them teach you, so that you may become a master in turn. So, return to Rivellon and seek out these sages where they dwell. Convince them to share with you their deep-seated bond with the Source. Once you have, you may return to me here. Something that will make you understand that for a god, there is precious little difference between the living and the dead. Source is. It is a constant, a subject of neither time nor transience. All of life is Source, and in Source it is. Immortally so. You have the vision of a god now. Eyes that can see spirits, the souls of the dead made manifest in Source. Speak the spell during your peregrinations, and you will see them. Where the dead lie, the dead linger. Best of luck, my champion.
Alright, after I use Spirit Vision right here, this is weird right here. He was wearing my face before I cast that ability here. It makes me wonder about my human god right here. I mean, if he could be like me, yeah, one day if, say, I'm married to Losha or Sibyl right here, he could sleep with them. And they will not even know it. Yeah, not cool at all. But still, thanks for a free ability here. So, you see that special thing on top of the screen? It's the murder count right here. Oh, yes, we're going to be abusing this ability after I am done with this part of the story. So, let's get out of here.
The Meistr stares intently at you. Her eyes are tired and bruised, but determined.
Still alive? Gods above, there might be something to you after all.
She leans in, her bloody tongue flickering hungrily about your face.
Tell me, what did you see? What you know?
She sighs impatiently as you hack up the last of the green smoke.
You can't channel enough Source? Gods be damned, why couldn't you have a nice simple problem? Finding an orc to dance the hornpipe, perhaps? I know exactly what must be done. You must find a Master of Source. And I could have helped you once, but no longer. The purging which the Magisters included as part of their service was quite efficient. They stripped me of my Source. Not enough to silence me, but enough that I would not turn their insides to lime. Enough to sever my link to the font from which all Source flows, and certainly enough that I cannot train you. So we must seek alternatives. Alas, the only Source Masters not yet hauled off to Fort Joy or turned into meat puppets are those too dangerous or cunning for the Magisters to contain. Sorcerers that allowed their power to corrupt them. Many are wicked, cruel, vile, and generally not good teacher material, but we may have no others to turn to. You will not be there long, I assure you. There is only so much you can glean from a twisted mind. However, it is the path we walk, no matter what the cost. No matter what is asked of you.
The Meistr doubles over in a violent coughing fit, struggling for breath. After a few moments, she regains her composure, wiping a thin smear of blood from the corner of her mouth.
No matter what is asked of you, you must learn from them. And you do not seem to be paying attention. Sorcerers, evil, controlling your source, saving Rivellon, please. Please tell me at least some of this rings a bell. Your focus, your only focus, must be on finding these masters, on finding the secrets to divinity. Nothing else matters. The Magisters have kept ledgers with all known sorcerers, especially the powerful ones not yet captured. They would be an invaluable resource. But do be careful not to get caught. I was their guest for a time, and I promise you the gallows was the most comfortable part of the experience. And if their barracks turns out to be as empty as their skulls, just try to keep an ear to the ground. There may still be powerful sorcerers hiding in these lands.
As she speaks, one of her wounds reopens, a dark red stain spreading across her tunic. She hisses in frustration and starts to bind the gash.
I wish there was more I could do, but in this condition, I would be more a hindrance than a boon. Godspeed, and remember, do whatever it takes.
Here's the good and bad news. Good news is we got spirit vision. Bad news is we got to get more Blackroot, and she's all out of Blackroot. Yeah, things are not easy. So now, because we got spirit vision, I am going to complete 2 quests in this video right here. The Missing Magisters and Drowning Her Sorrows. Before we actually do that, let's talk with our team mascot right here. The little squirrel.
The squirrel seems to be flicking through various scraps of paper, humming and hawing as he goes. After some time, he throws the scraps to the wind and spurs on his cat.
So we're going to do first is Drowning Her Sorrows right here. I have gotten that in one of the videos when I went inside Driftwood. That's the good news. Now, the bad news is you got to be careful. If you cast that spirit vision, even though it's harmless, well, Magisters do not react well to source magic. They might either A, put a warning on you, or B, downright try to kill you. Yeah, you're going to see that interruption when I get to the 2nd floor, cast that source magic. So in other words, if you do not want to fight them at all, then yeah, my advice is just be careful, please. Otherwise, they will attack you. So what we're going to do right here is go upstairs, cast spirit vision, then talk with the spirit next to the Drowning Her Sorrows quest lady, because this will make things a lot more easier. So we're going to do this now, complete the quest, and I'll return immediately after this part is said and finished.
A ghostly seaman stares at the captain, his lip curled in a malevolent grin, his eyes wide with hate, and all the time he...
Can't you hear the bells are ringing?
The ghostly seaman rings his bell, his hate directed at his captain. He turns to you.
Are you here, man, or sail you with us?
The bell rings a warning and the tide is on the turn.
I'm doing my duty here, I am. I'm the lookout and I'm ringing the bell. Rocks ahead, Captain. There's no lighthouse here. Rocks ahead! Ha 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 ha! And I'm on duty here. There are rocks ahead and the captain must know it.
He blinks once, twice. A single salty tear drips from one ghostly eye. The bell falls silent. He raises a finger to his temple in salute and fades away. A weathered woman in a dirty sea captain's tunic babbles breathlessly to herself.
My ears are still a-ringing. And I have you to thank for it? Then thank you I surely do. That accursed bell lies with the peacemaker, on the bottom in the rocky shallows. My compass lies there too. The compass surely lies on the bottom, near where the ship was wrecked. Take it with my blessing, if you can find it. My sailing days are done. Let me mark your chart. But you be warned. Stay off the wreck itself. Let her lie as a monument to her dead crew, and as testament to my mistake.
She goes white as the proverbial ghost.
You've got no call to go looking for no cargo. Far as anyone's concerned, we sailed with an empty hold, and if there's anything left to salvage, you leave it where it is. Heed me. Leave the cargo of the Peacemaker alone.
You got that right, Hilka.
She turns away. Conversation over.
Curiosity kills the cat. I can see
Now that quest is said and done and over with. That is one down and one more to go. The Missing Magisters is next. Now, like I said before here, you need to be careful casting source magic. If you mess up on that, you know, Magisters will definitely attack you. So I'm going to demonstrate this right now. Oops. So we have to go murder these two right now. So let's Well, that mirror count went from 0 to 2 really quick. As I said before, you need to be careful casting source magic in town that are full of magisters as guards because they could jump you. So yeah, you definitely do need to be careful of that. So now we're going to go downstairs here and contact another spirit right here. She's going to give us a clue of what happened to her, so let's do it.
The spirit of a magister stares dumbly at her translucent hand, the fingers of which have been sheared off.
My ring! Where's my ring?
The spirit pivots her wrist, staring at the fingerless hand, utterly, morbidly entranced.
I should have been more careful. She hacked at my sword hand first. I couldn't defend myself.
The spirit stares, absorbing your question. Finally, she points her fingerless hand towards the kitchen. The spirit's lips part, trying to form an answer, but it doesn't come. She forlornly stares at you, unable to find the words.
So it looks like the cook right here is a cannibal. Wait, is she an elf? Wait, that's not cool. Only Sibyl should be the cannibal, not this elf right here, this other one. We have to take care of business right now.
The cook acknowledges you with a small bow, an oddly formal gesture given the surroundings.
Please, sir, you should not be back here. It's not safe. Higbert told you that. He's a fugitive, supposedly a sorcerer too. He'd say anything to save his own hide. I killed no one.
The cook doesn't respond. You notice that she has one hand behind her back when she hadn't before. The cook smiles. Her eyes bore right into you. Her hand remains concealed behind her.
The Magisters helped me. And the dwarves, the merchants, the pilgrims, even the dogs helped me.
The cook maintains even, unblinking eye contact.
The things you're insinuating about me require proof, and it seems as though you have none. So don't you pit your word against mine. You'll only lose. Now get out of my kitchen. I have nothing more for you. No food, no words. Get out.
You have two choices, either kill her or loot the floor panel next to her and then turn the evidence to the Magister next door. Guess what? I want to get that murder count from 2 to 3.
The spirit of Wivlia glares at you with all the venom she can muster.
Since I killed the murderer right here, I'm going to loot up the corpse and the floorboard once I do that. And then my main character is going to talk about the ring. And when that indicator hits, that's when you turn into the Magister next door.
This ring bears the Magister seal, and there's blood on it.
Oh wow, there's a recipe. It has Magister names all over it and there's a foot. I am not going to consume it in this video because I do not have enough time. Instead, the next video, that might be the very first thing I do is that. Because I am wondering what new abilities I should get. So what we're going to do right now is go next door right here, turn this quest into the Magister next door, and finish up the Missing Magister right here. I'll end the video after the turn-in is done.
The Magister sees you approach once more. He snarls at his underling.
Barworth, how many times? Don't let just anyone walk right in here.
Belworth, sir. Sorry, sir. This one's been here before. Seems harmless enough.
Well, that bloody tinkerer seemed harmless enough until Magisters started vanishing from our ranks. And you, just what the hell are you doing here? Well, do you know anything?
The Magister snatches the ring from your palm and stares at it.
This is a conduct award. I presented it to Magister Harrick myself. She was the second one to be taken. The cook's been reported dead. I thought she was another victim, but if she had this, She must have been the culprit. There's no other explanation.
He shudders in disgust.
And to think she was so near to us, to me, all this time. It seems I owe you my thanks. And a reward.
He holds out a pouch of gold. You try to take it, but he doesn't yet relinquish his grasp. With his free hand, he wags a finger in your face.
Keep this ugliness to yourself. I wouldn't want it thought that we Magisters can't solve our own problems without throwing gold about.
He lets go of the pouch and turns away.
Let me pick the reward right here. I think I am going to give Loesch some new pants right here. This way she gets a nice upgrade. The other stuff's alright, but I'm just going to give it to Loesch right here and call it a day. So let me give a review of what went down in today's video. Number 1, we got Spirit Vision. Number 2, we increased our murder count to 3. Also, we finished Drawing Her Sorrows and the Missing Magisters. Now, our next video, I'll be right away at the treasure location from Drawing Her Sorrows, and I'll be finishing the sleeping guy upstairs quest. Well, this is it for my Divinity Original Sin 2 Definitive Edition, Chapter 4, Driftwood, How to Get Spirit Vision, and more video. This is Lord Fenton signing off. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching, and have a wonderful day or night.